$20 per XRP. I think it's coming. I don't think it's too far away, especially with Trump hitting the office soon, Gary Gensler leaving, and because of what we've seen in the XRP versus Bitcoin and XRP versus Ethereum charts. If we take a look at the XRP versus Bitcoin price on a monthly perspective, one thing that becomes quite apparent, this is on a logarithmic scale, this is just a normal scale, is that we've basically changed from mostly going downwards to now, over the past few months, finally making a break towards the upside. And because we've been able to take out some of these previous high points, at least you can see right here, these are some of the previous highest points that XRP had hit versus Bitcoin, and right now we're starting to trade above them. It's basically like a new pattern erupting here of downtrend to uptrend. And we've also established on multiple occasions that if the XRP price is able to go back to some of the previously attained levels from here, for example, right, this would mean just going back to like this 2018 level. On a monthly perspective, one of the highest points hit, not at all the official highest point hit, because that's significantly higher. I'm just saying, hey, if we are able to go back to some of the relatively, in Bitcoin terms, prices of 2018, for example, it's about, let's call it a 6x from here. That's about a 500% gains. So since XRP right now is at $2.30, just going back to these previous levels would basically mean XRP goes from $2.30 to about $14. And that's, again, just going back to relatively the same spot as back in 2018. But you got to consider that that is if nothing happens to Bitcoin. As it currently stands, Bitcoin is $94,000. And at this exact price, XRP, to go back to previous levels, should be at about $14 or so. But I've stated many times before that Bitcoin every cycle goes and does a few multiples. Now, there is this fallacy or this principle that there's going to be diminishing returns for Bitcoin. And so if we were able to get a, for example, 12x this cycle, and the next cycle we're only able to get a 2x from the all-time high, I think it's more than that, though. I'm not sure why this says 2100. I guess plus 2100%, all right? So about let's call it a 3x or so, but it's actually slightly more than a 3x, going from 19,000 to about 69,000. I was going to say, oh, never mind. It says 2100%. I thought it was 210%. So what this basically states is that from the bottom, most likely, we did about 2100% gains. And that this run, it might only be, 1,500%, for example. Right now, from the bottom, we're already at roughly 600% gains. If we were to go to 1,500% gains, so about a 16x from the bottom, that would lead us at roughly $240,000 per Bitcoin. And from current prices, let's just say we'd go up about 270%. So then if we take a look at XRP again in that scenario, if Bitcoin were to be able to go to roughly 240K, then XRP should be somewhere around the $37.2 mark. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen because relatively, these are some pretty high points, right? And that's why I keep saying, you know what? Let's not say it's going to do a 6x of sorts, or even it could have even done a 7x actually at this high point. But let's just say very conservatively that we're going to go back to some of the lower points here. For example, right here, 250% gains. Let's just quickly draw it in right there. All right, should not be too crazy relative to what XRP has done previously, because we cannot consider the 2021 run as it was suppressed by the lawsuit. From here, that would basically be plus, let's just say 220%. So in total, 320% of the current price. That would basically be XRP at roughly $7.50 from this exact point, with Bitcoin at 94,000. But again, if we take a look back at the Bitcoin chart and we say, you know what, this is also going to do times 2.7. That again, ladies and gentlemen, is why I earlier in the video said a $20 per XRP is not crazy, because that would put us at exactly $20, $19.9. By the way, ladies and gents, if you also want to trade crypto, you want to trade XRP, you want to trade whatever, I've got two links down below. One to 𝗏𝗏 and one to 𝗍𝗏𝗃, as right now you can get yourself some juicy bonuses for just signing up. And the more you trade, the more you get, but just check it out. The links are down below. On 𝗏𝗏, they also have a whale competition going on right now. You might want to check it out, but you'll find it all with the link down below. And the main reason I am giving you all my price prediction today, and just explaining it yet again, is mostly because you might be wondering, Dusty, why are you not doing anything with this XRP position? Why are you not moving it? Why are you not trading it? Why are you not doing anything? Right? And the main reason I am not is because It's kind of like a nothing burger, right? We're at $2.30 per XRP. I can sell this position real quick to get some sort of profits. You know, basically we double our money. Cool. But I think that very soon here, there's going to be another wave for XRP. And I'll explain that in a different video coming up very, very shortly here. I think there's going to be yet another massive wave shortly. And when that hits, I kind of don't want to miss it. I kind of, for that reason, want to have these positions in. And because I kept realizing basically that the downside is very much limited, but the upside is crazy right now. And there's the potential of another fall of sorts. It's been said, for example, on X that right now we're going to see some sort of bull trap where people get pulled in and they start buying again before we get smacked in the face. But what I'm thinking is, regardless of what happens here, it's probably not going to last too long. And even if it does, with the way we've positioned ourselves here, we should, theoretically speaking, be completely fine. I see it. If the gains are still going to be pretty massive towards the upside, regardless of this cycle, right? We might not be completely fine for like a few weeks, a few months, but generally speaking, we know where we will probably end up at least over the next few months. That's my own expectation though, not financial advice at all. It's just my expectation. And so from that reasoning, all I got to do is just be patient enough to see XRP finally make that new leg up. And again, it's not perhaps today, it might not be tomorrow, but I'm patient enough. We've been waiting, at least a lot of us have been waiting for many, many years. A few months, a few weeks, not too hard. If you consider it and think about it, we right now are at some of the highest prices we have ever seen for XRP. And we've been trading at that level for many, many weeks. Yet still, some people are disappointed. I keep saying, well, actually, we've overtaken the previous all-time high in terms of market cap for XRP, but mostly this is like the start of the run. This is like a redemption for what we should have seen back in 2021. But even that, I always believed that it should do a few multiples of the previous all-time high. We didn't see any crazy gains in 2021. We kind of have to make up for that now. So what we're seeing right now as it stands is kind of making a basis. And XRP trended back upwards towards the third or fourth spot. But this is like the base from where, in my opinion, it has to start a crazy rally, a crazy journey. But in my opinion, we've not really seen anything just quite yet. The crazy wave still has to happen. And that's honestly what I'm here for, man. Just waiting for the crazy wave to hit. And luckily, I've got patience. Mostly because when I start thinking about it, this whole Trump, Ripple, XRP situation is going to be so huge. We have so many massive up-and-coming things. Why would I sell now? Just because I think the bull market's over, but I don't think that. There's no bone in my body that thinks the bull market really ends here. There's a countering thought, though, which is, right? What if I can sell right now to buy back cheaper on a medium term? That's a possibility. But again, that's just nitpicking a little bit. Oh, I get to buy at $1.30 instead of $2.30. If it's going to end up at $27 anyway, or $19.5 anyway, it doesn't matter that much if I bought $1 more or $1 less per coin, right? Ultimately, it is nice from the perspective that you can get double the amount of coins, but if we're thinking about it, if we're thinking about Bitcoin, for example, oh, did you buy Bitcoin at $9 or $11? It's like, well, who cares, right? Yeah, it's a pretty significant difference, or same for $10 or $20. But if somebody tells you, oh man, I bought Bitcoin at $50, and another person says that I bought at $10, sounds the same to me, right? But in the moment, it's a crucial difference, or at least it feels like it. That's kind of what we're seeing right now. But if I think, for example, 7, 8 years into the future, I don't know, man. I feel like right now we are seeing the craziest life-changing gains ever. And so I kind of feel it's a waste to not just fully try it. Even if we do manage to go down significantly, it was worth the effort. Anyway, I just quickly made my case for why I think a $20 XRP is not too crazy. I think it's going to be happening this cycle, and I'm ready for it. But again, I can be wrong. But it does make sense to me. But yeah, that's about it for this little crypto update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see y'all again in another one.